This is a way for us to utilize those leases to essentially capture methane that's coming out of these coal mines that would be otherwise vented into the atmosphere. We're selling it, and then also cashing in environmental credits associated with that.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Rusty Hutson Jr. He's the CEO of Diversified Energy Company. And Rusty, it's good to see you. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Good to have you along. Lots to talk about. First off, you're out with your Q3 performance, and Rusty, strong numbers once again. A real buildup from Q2 into Q3.
Yeah, we're pretty pleased with the overall quarter. I mean, obviously our production averaged 829 million a day of production, which was great. Which means our declines are low, which is where we want to be. EBITDA of 115 million dollars, which was right on course with expectations, and free cash flow of 46 million. So we also declared our third quarter dividend of 29 cents this morning. So all those things were big positives for the quarter.
You talk about in the release also about the retirement of wells, and that's something that's been a big project for the company, and you've again sustained quite a bit of that during that particular quarter.
Yeah, we're way ahead of schedule on our internal goals as it relates to asset retirement. Obviously, we have a 200 well per year commitment that we've made to the states in which we operate. And we're obviously very close to that already. And so we fully expect to complete that expectation by the end of the year.
Yeah. In the news release, you talk about coal mine methane capture, and maybe you can sort of tell the audience a little bit about what that means and what it is and why that's so significant for the company.
Yeah, we've been working over the last 18 months to really unlock this opportunity within the company. But with our vast land holdings that we have, a lot of that land is over coal seams and over coal mines, and this is a way for us to utilize those leases to essentially capture methane that's coming out of these coal mines that would be otherwise vented into the atmosphere. We're selling it, and then also cashing in environmental credits associated with that for capturing that methane. And so it's a big opportunity set for us. It was, we talked about it in our release, $8 to $10 million this year. And we fully expect that opportunity will present big upside for us in the future.
Yeah, Rusty, the company, as you see by the numbers that you talked about, in a good position right now. Obviously, there's an incoming government in the United States with President-elect Donald Trump coming in. He's talked about the importance of natural resources within the U.S. Does this sound like a real positive for the company, this next phase of government?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we've spent the last 4 years with the current administration just kind of looking over our shoulders and seeing more and more regulations put up on the industry, which makes it very difficult to operate and plan, because you don't know how to plan for the future. But this next administration, the Trump administration, I believe will, there'll be a couple things that'll be big positives. Number one, deregulation, which is necessary for us to operate and do the things that are necessary to power our country. We need more pipelines. We need permitting reform, which I think will get major attention with this next administration. And then, just the overall, he talks about drill, baby, drill. I don't necessarily believe that it's going to mean an uptick in drilling in the country, but I do believe what it does is it gives the operators and the companies that are out there and the ability to plan and feel comfortable with their budgets and their plan, and be able to provide not only for our country, but we've got LNG export commitments that we've made that the current administration has put pauses on. Those will be removed, I'm sure, and we'll be able to get back to helping not only the country but the world have a cheap supply of energy, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all rolls out. Rusty, thank you so much. Great update today as always, and really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, Rusty Hutson Jr. He is the CEO of Diversified Energy.